It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, here we are in the middle of a pandemic. We got a few weeks left. We should be able to get out of our houses, get back out into the marketplace. But my friends in the Imaging Channel, I want us to think about this pandemic right now as our defining moment. This pandemic is the Imaging Channel's Netflix moment. This is the Imaging Channel's Netflix moment. And I want everybody in the Imaging Channel to think of themselves as being blockbuster managers, being blockbuster executives, running the blockbuster business. And the pandemic, well, it was Netflix. It's knocking on our door. And it's saying, hey, wake up. A lot of things are going to change. Wake up. Your customers don't want to go to the stores anymore. Wake up. Your customers don't need to have long relationships. They don't need to have human relationships. They just want the desired outcome of the movie. Ladies and gentlemen in the Imaging Channel, this is our Netflix moment. The virus is our Netflix moment. So, put your head back in the store. And what are you going to change? What are you going to do different? Because we know the digitalization of most of your customers is advanced by 4 or 5, 6 years, 7 years. They're going to be obsessed. They're going to be obsessed to digitize themselves. They're going to be obsessed to do less printing. They're going to be obsessed to shift those dollars. We recently saw where a major production print facility just filed bankruptcy out of Chicago. And they said, well, the print demand's just not there anymore. I think they might have saw the future. It amazes me still today, and I know it was too late to pull the plug on this, but to see these manufacturers keep talking about their production print machines. We just released a new production print machine. You go to a manufacturer's website and you see the big production machine. Those customers that haven't used their equipment, that are 99% of your customers, haven't used the equipment in a month, they're going to your website, and what are you showing them? You're showing them a production machine that 2% of the market would use. Who the hell are you marketing to? Are you marketing to other dealers to try to convince them to take on your product? Or are you marketing to end users? Because if you're marketing to end users, guess what? One of them just went out of business. And all the rest of them are going to start looking at production print a whole lot different. There's going to be a whole lot of consolidation in that space. So this fantasy that production print was going to be the diversification of the Imaging Channel, I hope after the month of April, nobody talks about that again. And I hope after the month of April, a lot of the dealers that have dabbled in it just shut it down. I did a video a few months ago and I said, sell it to the guy next door, the gal next door that sells copy machines. Let them have your production print. Because you're not making any money on it if you only have a few machines out there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is our blockbuster Netflix moment. And when we come out of this, are we going to be Blockbuster or are we going to be Netflix? Think about what Netflix did to Blockbuster. It's the same thing. They digitized that whole deliverable. They subscription model took over. Walking in and renting model. Remember that? Go in, pay them, the counter, the cash register, your neighbors in there looking at videos you talked to. It was a destination. Everybody had a great relationship with their Blockbuster store. But guess what? Netflix delivered a better experience to all those customers, and Blockbuster lost to the better experience of Netflix. This pandemic is the Imaging Channel's Netflix moment. Don't screw it up. Pay attention to where the customers are going. Pay attention to the outcomes they desire. Because we all know this, my friends. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo. I'll see you all tomorrow.